Hey guys, good evening Canadian time. See, I just came back from work. I got this news this morning when the Canadian government made this announcement, but I couldn't make this video because I was at work. See, I just came back, I just dropped my bag, I've not even eaten. I only pulled off my shoe so I can shoot this video and update you guys because you are my diamonds. The Canadian government has made huge announcements, and this announcement is going to affect international students that are already in Canada. It is also going to affect people who plan to come into Canada as international students. We are going to go into this one by one, and I'm going to explain to you the implications as in what this news is all about. But before I go ahead, I would like you to hear it directly from the horse's mouth, because you know I always give validated news. Let us hear from the government of Canada, and then I will explain everything to you.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get.
It would be a disservice to welcome international students in Canada knowing not all of them are getting the resources they need to succeed, and having them return home disillusioned and disappointed in Canada's education system. It's unacceptable that some private institutions have taken advantage of international students by operating under-resourced campuses, lacking supports for students, and charging high tuition fees, all the while significantly increasing their intake of international students. Today, I am announcing 3 principal measures. 1, a temporary 2-year cap on new international student permits. For 2024, the cap is expected to result in approximately 364,000 approved study permits, a decrease of 35% from 2023. In the spirit of fairness, we are also allocating the cap space by province based on population, such as that some provinces will see much more significant reductions. In addition, effective immediately, applicants must provide a provincial attestation with their study permit application. At the same time, the cap will not apply to students in graduate levels of studies, including master's and doctoral students. Those are the people we're looking for. Thirdly, in the coming weeks, we'll be announcing that open work permits will only be allowed and be available to spouses of international students enrolled in master's and doctoral programs, as well as professional programs such as medicine and law. Spouses of international students enrolled in other levels of study, including undergraduate and college programs, will no longer be eligible. To be clear, the cap will not apply to applicants within Canada looking to extend their studies, as it wouldn't be fair to prevent someone from finishing the program, nor will the cap have an effect on study permit holders currently in Canada. In the last decade or so, even longer, post-secondary institutions in Canada have been underfunded by provinces. And these institutions are smart, and they've gone and they've seen that they can get tuition fees that are 4 or 5 times more than what my kids pay at McGill or Acadia, and they've made money off it. They haven't necessarily provided the student experience that was promised to these people that brought in. It is not the intention of this program to have sham commerce degrees or business degrees that are sitting on top of a massage parlor that someone doesn't even go to. They deserve the best. They deserve world-class academic experiences that they sought out and hoped for.
Okay, my people, okay, my precious diamonds, you've heard him, right? So that was very straight and direct. So the first one we'll be talking about is the fact that he mentioned that there is going to be a cap on international students for 2 years. Okay, so this means that the total number of applicants that they will take, that they will give visa, study visa to in a year is 364,000. Do you know what this means? This means it's like a reduction of 35% of the regular amount of international students they do take every year. So now they have cut it down. Do you understand? So basically they'll be taking like 65%, and 35% would be among the shortage. So my precious diamonds, it will not be your case. Our prayer is that you that is watching this video, you will be among that 364,000 people that will be admitted and that will get your study visa. The second one that I want to explain, this one is going to affect both international students that are here in Canada and prospective international students that want to come into Canada. Before now, using myself as a case study, okay? So I got admission into Canada, I got my visa, right? So when I came into Canada, a few months later, I was able to sponsor my family, and my husband came on open work permit, meaning he can be working above 40 hours or as much as he likes while I study. But now this law has been reversed, okay? So when international students get visa to come into Canada, if you are going for certain high level degrees like master's degree, doctorate, and on like that, then only can your spouse get an open work permit to travel alongside with you immediately, or you can apply for them afterwards. Like after you arrive, then you can apply for them, they can come. That is one. And then the other side is for people who are coming for diploma courses, for people who are coming for postgraduate courses, for people who are coming for any certification courses. This time around, you will not be able to sponsor your family. It means your family is not going to get an open work permit. So you will need to study in Canada, you will need to graduate, you will need to get your PR. After you've gotten your PR, then only can you sponsor your family to come into Canada. This one really touched me. This one really paid me. I'm grateful that my family is here. But what about my diamonds? What about you who is watching this video? What about you who is watching this video and you are here in Canada and you are expecting your spouse, who could be your husband or your wife, to apply for his visa and come join you? What about you who is watching this video that plan to come to Canada directly with your family when you get your study permits? Okay, another one is this. So most times when we come to study in colleges here in Canada for diploma courses or postgraduate courses, some of us might enroll in private colleges, right? Now, there are two types of private colleges, right? The first type of private college is that college that can give you a certificate at the end of your program from that school itself. While the second type of private college is a college that the certificates you will get will not be from that school, but it will be affiliated to another school, meaning that that private school is kind of like attached, like sister to another school. So if you are from those schools that when you graduate, your college will not give you a certificate from that school, but rather it will be affiliated to another school, you won't be able to get a postgraduate work permit after your study. But those ones who went to private colleges that the college will give them certification at the end of their programs, they will get postgraduate work permit. So it means upon graduation from school, you can be able to work for a number of years while waiting for your PR. And then I just remember this one is very, very important. So now when you apply for admission in a school and you've gotten your admission in a school, the next thing you will need to do, even before you apply for your visa, is to get an attestation from your province. Okay, if you're to study in Toronto, you're going to get attestation from Toronto. Like every province is going to have their own attestation. So I think you're going to need that attestation to apply for your visa. I think more information is going to come out on this, on how to go about it, because it was not really explained how we are going to get this attestation and how we are going to attach it to our study permits when we will be applying. But we have just known that this announcement was made this morning. So my precious diamonds, this is the news that I got this morning, and I decided to bring it to you this evening as I came back. Is this a good news? Is this a bad news? Let me know in the comment section. How will this news affect people? How will it affect international students here in Canada? How is it going to affect prospective international students who want to come into Canada? We'll see all of your comments in the comment section. Remember to share this video because most people might not be aware of this announcement that was made this morning. So try and make sure that this video reach as many people as this video can reach, so that people can be informed and they will not make mistake when they are applying for their study permit. I will see you in the next video. Take good care, my diamonds, and bye.
But if I lay down